Hello, Salem. My name's Winifred. What's yours? I hope everyone is celebrating Pride Month with pride because nothing says self-acceptance like embracing one of the 7 deadly sins. I have been out a few weeks due to some mononucleosis, aka the kissing disease, because I have pride when it comes to anonymous sex. No man is telling me they don't kiss. Anyway, I come back from that, and I find out the Eldrazi's have taken over, and, as sick as it sounds, I welcome a good interplanar multi-fingered invasion, so allow me to offer a few hot takes on the newest batch inspired by the mind of homophobic genius H.R. Lovecraft, as I present to you the Eldrazi hits and misses of Modern Horizons 3. Let's start off with Ulamog the Defiler. This card is degenerate all the way. It's mean-spirited and full of malice, and that snaps my bean. When you cast this spell, target opponent exiles half their library rounded up. Ward, sacrifice 2 permanents. Ulamog the Defiler enters the battlefield with the number of +1/+1 counters on it equal to the greatest mana value among cards in exile. Ulamog has Annihilator X, where X is the number of +1/+1 counters on it. If you don't feel defiled after that card wraps its flappy, greedy tentacles around you, you obviously have a very interesting private life that rivals the Marquis de Sade, to which I say, email me immediately with stories. I'm dying to hear. We could start a podcast. I am going to give Wizards an A+ for mining the back catalogs of their concept art and giving us this Vincent Prost gem. Vincent was this channel's first interview. He's also a genius of nightmare imagery. Don't believe me? Look at Hannahwhere the Writhing Township or the 2 remakes of Stephen King's It. Anyway, this gives us some excellent imagery of how Ulamog properly defiles. Those tentacles suck harder than Cynthia What's-Her-Face before she golden parachuted her way out of Wizards of the Coast. Second, let's focus on Corrupted Shapeshifter. Devoid. This card has no color. Quick aside, look, this card does have a color, blue. It costs blue mana, and the card frame is blue. And you can explain it until you're devoid in the face. It makes no sense. As Corrupted Shapeshifter enters the battlefield, it becomes your choice of a 3/3 creature with flying, a 2/5 creature with vigilance, or a 0/12 creature with defender. Now isn't that fun? It is. But you know what's also fun? If fun to you is also horrifying and disturbing, the artwork for this card by Ralph Horsley, who we interviewed for the channel as well. The flavor text says there's some sort of war happening. Could it be a new Eldrazi Titan titty twist? The world may never know. Now, on to It That Heralds the End. Almost everything about this little draws is perfect. Colorless mana spells you cast with mana value 7 or greater cost 1 less to cast. Other colorless creatures you control get +1/+1. Excellent art by Alex Konstad. But when we hit the flavor text, which reads, "At first we ignored the little ones. By the time we realized our error, it was too late. General Tazri, Allied Commander." Usually, I am desperate for flavor text, and lately MTG cards seem to be glaringly sparse when it features them. But look at Jason Felix's artwork for Spawning Bed. This is what General Tazri and her army ignored? How do you ignore an infestation? Can you imagine, let's say, I don't know, opening underneath your sink and you find a bunch of little anything? Is your first reaction to ignore it? And the implication here is that the whole of Zendikar as a group decided this was the best course of action. That's a suspension of disbelief that I'm not willing to make. And I mean, have you heard of the golden ratio? Me either. Not until this afternoon when I was told what it was. But apparently this is that. Nature has a way of making more of itself, especially when its little ones scuttling about everywhere. This goes quadruple if they resemble brightly colored arthropods. Does it take 3 H.R. Lovecraftian Titan-sized monstrosities to ring the alarm bells on Zendikar? Well, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed my hot takes. I'll be bringing you more, whether you like it or not.